I think I'm recording now. So basically, this is the first of the first. This is like my first recording. This is the second time ever trying to use this tool, so it might not work that well. It'll probably be kind of shitty, but this is the beta version of kind of this human potential project I'm working on. And essentially, it started out with this blog on this kind of longevity type forum, and I started this blog basically on how to create. My goal was just to look at creating more than 2 or 3 habits at a time, or in a month, and trying to do 5 or more. And I don't know how many I'm trying to do, like 15 or 20 habits. And I was these are all originally the habits I chose were like very simple. I didn't, believe it or not, have brushing my teeth down. There was meditation. There was a couple hours of studying. There was like some social things. I had to like go up and approach women, scare the death out of me, by the way, and a bunch of different stuff. And that I learned a lot from doing that. I'm still in the process of doing that. I'm not ending that. This is something that I'm trying to make a habit. Those aren't habits yet. I'm not doing them unconsciously, but I realized I chose a bunch of things that were action steps. They were action behavior, but habits also come from thoughts and emotions. Habit pattern of thinking, habit pattern of feeling, and that's kind of where this stemmed from. I was kind of realizing that's a lot more important than some of these behavioral habit patterns, and so I started looking more into that. And essentially, when you start going into this area, it's not easy. I start looking into, because one of the new habits I want to make was like a journaling and daily reflections, and I started to see these negative beliefs I have. That basically, if you kind of look underneath all of it, that I'm not smart and I'm not this, I'm not good looking enough, and all this whiny shit is that I'm not enough. And that's when I really started to realize that I need to be looking at my thought life, what's going through my brain. And I always thought that was just too much to do. That was just fuck your thoughts. You're just gonna mind fuck yourself. I watch people mind fuck themselves, and I come from a place that says don't worry about your thoughts. It's what you do that matters. And I totally believe that. I watch people who just baby their thoughts and their feelings, and nothing fucking gets done. You know what I mean? And then it just doesn't. My experience also showed me that if I just do what I feel, I'm gonna be fucked. But that's coming from the notion that I'm a victim to my emotions. The reality is I need to start taking conscious intent and trying to. I sometimes can't change how I'm going to react to things, but I could, if I have the awareness and intent, I do have that power, and I can start deciding how to feel and kind of building that up, and kind of I like the statement, pumping my state, getting my state, feeling myself up. And this is another thing where it comes source from, is just I want to be strong on my own. I'm a person that doesn't eat sugar, flour, and wheat. I'm a person that doesn't partake in using like drugs like marijuana, smoking weed, alcohol, or anything. I'm not looking for comfort, I'm looking for growth, and this is what it's about. I want to be self-actualized. I want to be the best person I can be, and I know talk is cheap in this area of life. I know talk is real fucking cheap. It's really easy to say I want to be the best human being I could be, but the reality is yeah, I want to be that, but I don't want to take the steps to grow. No one does, dude, because that means we're gonna have to face our fucking fears. There's gonna do some uncomfortable things. That means we're gonna have to consistently do things we don't want to do. And that's the point of this thing, is that I think that's a bullshit paradigm. that I think a lot of us inherit and get. And the reality is I want to learn to love the things I don't like doing. I want to learn to love these shitty medial tasks that I have to do to get mastery in areas of life. And the biggest area of mastery I want is just a master emotions and happiness and pumping my state and passing that on to other people. Being a leader and an example. I am really lucky to have very great examples in my life today that are leaders, and they're just strong. They're pillars. They're strength. There's people that are just so fucking centered, and I'm really lucky to have that in my life, and they motivate me and realize what's possible. I probably should give some background information about me. So I'm kind of a nutcase. I'm a drug addict in recovery, meaning I don't use drugs anymore, like I already said, but I have a pretty lengthy criminal and drug history, though I've never been convicted of a crime. That's a little bit of a white lie. I've been convicted, but nothing major. I've kind of, lived a shady life for a long time, so you could say I come from when you do the things and stuff that some drug addicts have done, you don't think of yourself as a good person, a high value person, and I may be able to convey that I think that way. I may be able to trick you, and my behavior might show that, but deep down inside, that's just a bullshit act. And like I said, I got a lot of fucked up beliefs and a lot of negative thinking going on, and a lot of that is I want to change that. I really want to change that. And I know I'm starting to ramble and repeat myself. But like I said, this is the beta version of what I'm trying to do. So if you're following along, if you're watching, I'm doing this to change. But I'm also hoping to inspire others. Hope to start a discussion about this. Hoping other people can give me tips who've gone down this path. Because I know there's other people that have gone down. I'm not a special snowflake. You know what I mean? I just... I'm a guy that's been through so much pain. I'm thriving to change, and I'm even willing to do things that sucks to change, And I thank God for the pain, man. I thank you for the pain, because that's been one of my greatest motivators. Anyway, like I said, I'm rambling. All this shit I'm saying is quite lofty. And really, I'm a person of plan of action. Let's take steps and let's do it. And that's what I don't have totally clear about, is what I'm going to do. Take steps. So I was thinking of trying a couple of things all at once too, and it kind of sucks because if I try all this at once, I don't know what's going to work. But supposedly all this stuff is supposed to work. So I'm a big believer. I have a background in doing some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and competing in that. And, I watch a lot of other people who, it's not in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but other areas of life of growth. And they want to grow, but they're just looking for the simple fixes. Like, what can I do? The simplest way to just do the convenient thing to grow. So the most minimal amount of work, and so they want to try one thing, like just meditation, or just one aspect of this whole big puzzle or pie, and that never works out. And back to my correlation with jiu-jitsu, you just don't do one drill. You know what I mean? You just don't do one drill and that's going to get you really good at your entire game. You got to do a bunch of drills, and maybe you suck at all of them, but after doing them for years or months, you start getting kind of, all those motor skills start getting better, and they start connecting, and all of them start getting easier. And then when you get new drills that you've never done before, you could do them pretty easily, and they may be awkward at first, but you start getting used to it. And it's the same with just about anything. So the things I was thinking about are so there's obviously dealing with your fears by I think it's called desensitization therapy. So basically doing the thing you're afraid of consistently, often, until it's just no biggie. I think that's probably one of the best things too. For these mental beliefs and stuff. There's affirmations, visualizations. There's meditation, which I found meditation to be incredible, by the way. But I think it helps to first have a meditation life to be able to concentrate on something. So I know all this stuff takes, what I'm talking about is going to take a certain amount of awareness, a certain amount of intent, a certain amount of mental clarity. And I've kind of built some of that up. It's not nearly as good as it used to be right now. But I think through meditation and some of the certain styles of meditation, and I should probably get specific, I think there's kind of type of Zen type of meditations where you try to be aware of as many things as possible, body sensations, the sound. There's a great way of saying this. It was like the soundscape, everything that's coming in the ears, the mindscape, anything that passes through the mind, and just trying to be aware of many things as possible. I think that's a great way of building awareness, consciousness, but also focusing on one thing, I think, is great too, or maybe only two things at a time. That I think is great because it just helps build that concentration muscle. So I plan on doing both, but not just both of that every day. I also want to practice meditation, and then I also want to practice visualization. Creating a vision for the day, creating a vision for my life, and really seeing that, really feeling that. And it's kind of starting to get into NLP. I've studied some. I haven't really practiced much. I've read, and I never really put it into practice, which is a damn shame. And that's the next thing I want to start putting into practice every day is NLP. I've also come across some NLP reframing techniques. I want to start looking at that every day. Affirmations. I want to start doing affirmations every day, and I want to cycle through like drills. I don't want to just do say something in the mirror every day. Some days I want to write it down. Some days I want to record it. Some days I want to record it. By that I mean like video or audio. Some days I want to just scream it in my car. Some days I just kind of want to do it as a visualization and really feel it. Some days I just want to, I don't know, write a letter about it. Whatever it may be. The next thing that I found that's the most helpful I found for a lot of this stuff that's helping me build a lot of awareness is just journaling too. I want to be journaling a lot, and a lot of my experiences that I'm having trouble with. I'm starting to see that you could break down just about anything. You could break down it logically and orderly, and see where you start going unconscious, or start seeing, I should say, where I am going unconscious. Like I said, I probably have a decent amount of awareness and clarity. I have a decent amount of meditation practice that's going on for some time now, and I eat very clean, and I stay away from drugs that I'm trying to zone out or overstimulate myself with. Essentially, I have to stay away from all types of TV entertainment and bullshit like that, and I basically, try not to. I try to cut out the things that comfort me. I love music, but I try to cut it out a decent amount, and all that type of shit. There's other things though. I do some public speaking, so I'll do public speaking in the car, and that'll totally be like fucking unconsciousness right there. But that's anyway. That's a totally different subject that I'll probably work on later. So back to journaling. So yeah, I was just basically breaking down my experiences systematically, seeing where my I say unconscious, maybe a Eckhart Tolle type person say pain body takes over, see where my willpower weakens, see the thoughts that are rising, the feelings, the physiology of it all, and so next time just be like, oh cool, right on, next time I'm gonna do this, and just keep kind of keep trying it, but break it down more until you get kind of the experience you want, until you're have that centeredness, and you're kind of, I'm guiding my own thoughts and actions, and I have a lot more control myself. And essentially, I'm just not a victim of my emotions, you know? And that kind of, as a combination of systematic desensitization and, you know, kind of using journaling to help that process with it. I don't know what there more is to say about that, other than now I got to put this on progress. Today's the first. Actually, technically, it's the second now. It's 12 a.m. I'm probably going to make a lot of these recordings before I go to bed, which sucks ass because I'm so tired. I'm so beaten down, and you know, I'm just fucking. My brain is not running on. You know, I'm just dull. My thoughts are dull. My ideas are dull, and that's just how it's going to be for a while. I'm not really trying to make super videos. I'm not really trying to fucking put hella time in editing this shit. I'm just fucking creating this off the fucking webcam on my laptop that I've never used until today. And like I said, I'm hoping this whole video blog thing motivates me and helps others and all that good stuff. So I think tomorrow reporting, I should probably write what I'm gonna do. And you know, I'm freeballing this right now, so I think I'm gonna do all the practices I said. I also I got studying. I probably got at least a good 5 hours of studying to do. I got stretching. I got like the meditation. I'm already doing that, but I'm probably gonna be adding more meditation. I got some hygienical stuff, so I'm gonna be like brushing my teeth 3 times a day. No big deal. I want to be starting conversations with 10 random people. Tomorrow is Friday, technically today, so I got some phone calls to do. So basically I what I'm doing right now to get myself to do this, I put this system in with my roommate where I tell him what I'm going to do the night before, and I tell him I'm going to do this, and if I don't do it, there's a consequence. Now, this sounds kind of weird, I know, to most people, but God, it's the greatest fire under your butt to actually make you do stuff. Now, the trick is finding the appropriate right consequence. And it's the thing you would least want to do. And it has something not logical. It has to do something with your emotions. You know, something you're really attached to. For me, I have a supplement regimen. And I cycle through certain supplements. And you know, I plan my workouts around it, and I'm really attached to that whole process and making these certain goals because I plan out my workouts and my strength gains and all this shit. And if I take away one supplement, it might fuck up my month's year plan to reach this goal, you know? So I'm really attached to not fucking that up, and that's been my main motivation. Right now I don't have that, so I don't even know what I'm going to use to motivate me, you know. I wish I could brainstorm right now something really good. I think I'm going to make it is I got some this is me. So one of my goals, a part of this self-actualization, is being honest. I have a problem with being honest. I'll tell you right now, most drug addicts do. And the ones that don't think they do are the ones you got to keep your eyes out, because those are usually the delusional ones. Anyway, that's just saying that to make me feel better and actually get honest with you. So I've been using nootropics for the past 2 months or so. Technically, in some recovery circles, I'm not sober anymore. Most recovery circles would consider me, yes, so you're sober, but the people I hang around would not. I haven't gotten honest with them about it. I don't plan to, because honestly, I don't think they just get it, you know? And I'm not using it for medication or anything. I'm trying to use it to increase this whole behavior and pattern change, create more neurogenesis, to be able to do these crazy behavioral change things to a higher extreme. And so I haven't really talked about that, but I think for my next punishment, if I don't complete these goals, is to throw away a couple $100 worth of my neurotropics that I don't know, I'm not as attached to it as my like supplement regime for working out. I think I might add in something else in there, like give away my laptop. No. Ooh. I'm not really attached to my cell phone though. Like I need my cell phone for work purposes and other services I do, but I don't know why I'm brainstorming right now. If you're watching this, you probably don't want to be watching this part, but like I said, this is the beta version. If you keep watching this, stick along for the ride, see how it runs out. I imagine the goal of this is to do this for about, I'm going to try to do this for 100 days, and then by then I'll probably tweak it the way I want, kind of get the video done. Maybe I'll start doing video editing, I don't know. But eventually I'll get this thing more full-blown and worked out better. Right now this is just like trying it out, fucking with it. So this is kind of the beginning video, gives you a little bit of a background on what I'm doing and kind of helps put things in perspectives if you started watching some of my videos, I don't know, before watching this one. I am tired, I'm out, and I'll see you again.